Welcome to another video. Quick tutorial here. I have successfully extended the range on the Spektrum controller. This controller comes with many ARMA vehicles and a bunch of other RC vehicles, and it is a decent controller for being a cheap controller that's basically stock with many cars. So I added the antenna on it. It's a 2.4 gigahertz tuned antenna, and it has significantly increased the range on this controller, and it is a very easy mod. So I wanted to do it on my other controller, and as I do it, I wanted to record a tutorial because I couldn't find anything online about doing this. Because once you do this right here, you can just put an antenna on it, and that's already good enough. But if you want to really extend your range, you can put a powered booster, so you'll have a wire coming off of the SMA connector over here going to a booster, and that would like even further extend your range. So it's a very easy modification. I'm going to go ahead and do it to this one right now and show you guys how it's done. Right now I'm just go ahead and remove all these screws from here, and a small Phillips screwdriver is all you really need to remove them. Alright, so after you remove all of these screws from the controller will open up like this. You do not want to remove this sticker right here because it will never go back on correctly. So once you do that, you're in the controller, and you can see right over here is your SMA antenna connector. That connector is an IPEX connector. You can buy them on Amazon. You can pretty much buy them anywhere. They're very cheap. You can get like 10 of them for I think like $5. So that's your whole antenna for this controller. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on this wire. It's an SMA to IPEX connector. We're going to drill a hole through here. After we drill that hole, we'll put this through. We connect this back to the transmitter, and that is pretty much it. From there, you screw an antenna to it or a booster, and you have your controller range extended by a lot. So when you go to drill your hole, you want to open it up and make sure that you don't go through and hit this board. So the way I do it is I hold it open. I hold it open like this, and I pick a spot basically towards the top, right between those two lines, somewhere I would say about like right there. That took way longer. That took way longer than initially thought. All right, so we got the hole made, and so this has got a little nut on it. You're gonna screw it. Now this one that I got, it's a pretty nice one, and I actually removed this one from a Linksys router, but this one has a choke on it. That choke is actually there to cancel out any kind of high frequency noise. That is like you don't have to have that, and the ones you buy offline most likely will not have that. Alright, so after we put it through the hole and put the nut on it, open it up, and the IPX connector, which is this right here, just fits right onto that plug. Alright, it kind of snaps in once it's fully seated. So right there, that one is fully seated, and that's ready to go. We put the rest of the wire inside this thing, and the modification is pretty much done. We close it up and put all the screws back in and snap the whole controller back together. You basically just start putting all of your screws back into it. So after you are done putting all the screws back in, this is what you're left with. That can be your antenna. Like if you guys are not going too far out, you're just kind of hooning around the parking lot or something like that, that can be your antenna. That's all you really need. But if you're going much further, you're gonna want that antenna. So all different kinds out there. You just need one that is specifically made for 2.4 gigahertz because the length of the antenna is tuned. You have to increase the length in certain increments. Like I said, on Amazon, you can buy these antennas specifically made for 2.4. If you have a old router that has these antennas, like this is a Linksys antenna. This antenna is made for 2.4 gigahertz. So, you know, this one right here would be a good way to go. So here's what the signal booster looks like. It's a little 2.4 gigahertz, 2000 milliwatt signal booster. It takes 5 to 15 volts. So you can feed it directly from the batteries, from the controller, or you can have an external battery that will plug into there and power this booster. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to double-sided tape it to the front of the controller, and the antenna will come out of there. We're going to use this wire right here that will feed into the booster and then plug into right over here where the antenna once was. So the antenna will no longer plug into here. The antenna will be at the tip of the booster, and the booster will plug in to right there. So this is the final product. This is what it looks like after we finish doing the antenna mod. This one right here is the antenna only. Just the antenna going into the controller, that's it. This already improves the range. This right here is the controller with the booster. You have a power supply, you have the connection to the controller, and this right here is your booster. When you turn on the controller, the booster automatically comes on when it detects a 2.4 gigahertz signal. So you don't have to worry about it draining your battery when you are not using the controller. When you turn the controller off, the battery, the booster is automatically shut off. I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, these controllers are awesome. I do like them a lot. They're very popular and their range sucks. So if you can fix the range on these controllers, they're great. I mean, use them for a long time. And I hope this helps you guys. Check out my other videos. Like and subscribe. Please share and have a good day.